Hi everyone, and welcome to the South Slough National Estuarine Research Reserve. Today, we are going to be learning about how to be a community scientist. Anyone, any age, anywhere can be a community scientist. All it takes is curiosity and a willingness to learn. Today, we will be going over what community science can be and some ways it has impacted our community. We will go into several examples and ways to get involved, paving the way for you to become an active steward of your environment. Community science is a collaborative approach where the public works with scientists to collect meaningful data. Working together, we can accomplish more than we ever could apart. Community science is driven by the people and helps remove barriers to complicated procedures like scientific jargon, because the power of improving our environment starts with us. While science typically means a systematic process to understand the world through investigation, Western science tends to exclude other ways of knowing. For our purposes, science refers to learning or observing how your environment changes. Science is something for everyone. Now that we know what community science is, we can look at how it shows up in our everyday lives. Whether it is dialogue, civic engagement, or data collection, community science meets the needs of the people by working with the public. Here at the Reserve, there are tons of opportunities for community science initiatives in our backyard. We will go over just a few in a moment. One issue very central to us in the Reserve is managing the invasive European green crab, or five-spine crab. These crabs compete with local species for resources and affect coastal environments by ripping out native eelgrass. These crabs range in color and can be identified by 5 spines on either side of the eyes, distinguishing them from juvenile rock crab, kelp crab, or Dungeness. Five-spine crab can be harvested and eaten just like other crabs, and are growing in popularity as a staple for restaurants throughout the West Coast. You can contact the Reserve to get more actively involved in research or management of these crabs. Another incredibly public-driven opportunity is nurdle patrol. Nurdles are a name for tiny plastic nodules that spill off large shipping vessels in coastal areas. They wash ashore and can be ingested by marine organisms, or break down, forming smaller microplastics. Nurdle surveys are an international way to better understand the distribution of plastic pollution. You can both submit and view data online and get trained by the Reserve by reaching out to our stewardship coordinator on our website. Members of the public accomplish an amazing project with the Reserve by monitoring lamprey. 2 species of lamprey, Pacific lamprey and Western brook lamprey, inhabit the waterways of the Reserve, so understanding where they are living can help us understand barriers to their survival. Volunteers collected environmental DNA, or eDNA, which can be used to determine which species are present, and collected far beyond what was possible for scientists alone. Community science is an open dialogue between scientists and public members, comparing methods and understandings to ensure all groups have an equal voice in managing our unique environments. If you live further from the coast or don't have extra time to help with larger projects, you can still be a community scientist. Websites like Zooinverse and SciStarter help you review data online, looking for patterns and aiding in analysis. Apps like iNaturalist are key for identification. iNaturalist will often have special monitoring projects associated with it as well, such as monitoring sunflower sea stars, a species hit especially hard by sea star wasting disease. Recording pictures of these stars and where they are located helps scientists analyze the scope of the disease. There are also apps like Merlin, which identifies birds based on call, backyard bird count, and marine debris tracker. Anytime you are a steward of your environment, you can contribute to long-term data sets, which help aid in conservation. You can volunteer at any number of local organizations by scanning the QR codes below. Volunteering is a great way to meet others in your community and learn about how local environmental issues are being addressed. So, after all of this, why is community science important? Why do we care about science within our environment? Well, not only do members of the public improve science, that science can go on to create policy that benefits the community. With the help of the public, we can generate huge data sets addressing patterns over time in the face of climate change. When you take part in your environment, you learn that these natural areas are for you. You become more invested in your natural land and you gain community with others around you, building a stronger future together. Community science is possible because of you. Sometimes the state of the environment can feel uncertain, but together, we are strong and capable of stewarding our lands through collaboration, passion, and action. Thank you for taking the first step in becoming a community scientist, and I hope to see you out in the field.